um, how would you describe the new insurgency in the north that have just announced have taken over caliphate? Is it, a form of continuation of what Mazin Namde Kano predicted that Fulanis are coming, and the only stumbling block they are going to have in Nigeria is Biafra? Is Mazin Namde Kano really a prophet?
Nnamdi Kanu is a seer. Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet. Nnamdi Kanu is a rabbi. Nnamdi Kanu is a legend. Before this time, in the past, Kanu predicted Fulani headers terrorism across Nigeria. There should be a time they will be going house to house, slaying people, slitting people's throats, and actually it came to happen. Now they cannot predict about the bandits that were invited by Buhari to fight Jonathan. From there. It translated into another terror group that has subjected the North to incessant terror attacks today. Kanu predicted it. Now they Kanu predicted Boko Haram. Now they Kanu predicted what happened to Obi last year. That Igbo man will never, ever be allowed by the Arab, Yoruba, Hausa, and Fulani to ever, go to that highest exalted office of Asurok. He predicted in the past. Now the Kanu predicted to this about this current invasion of the Fulani from Niger, from Libya, from Mali, a new projected terror group by the northern elites to add more to the terror group we have today across northern region of Nigeria. And of course, these are mercenaries working for the Fulani Hausa oligarchy in the north. So we are just trying to say that Nigeria is graduating from fire pan into what? Fire. From fry pan to naked fire. Lukrawas. Lukrawas is a new introduced by the North terror group today. Additional to Boko Haram, ISWAP, bandits, Fulani killer headers. And all these are from the Sahel countries. As we were harping and piping on that in the past about the Sahel country invasion of the contraption called Nigeria, all in the name of religion. Why Lukrawas are not from Southwest? Why Lukrawas terror group are not from Southeast? Why Lukrawas terror group are not from Southern Nigeria? But it's all from Sahel country of the desert. Why is it that Lukrawas are from Mali? And of course, killer headers are from Mali. Bandits, they are from Chad. Bandits, they are from southern Libya. The same Sahel countries. All the Sahel countries, I don't know whether Nigerians are confused about the word Sahel. Sahel countries are those countries that have Sahara Desert, that live around Sahara Desert. They stretch from Algeria to Morocco, from Morocco to Libya, down to Chad, some part of Sudan, then mix up with Burkina Faso. Then, at the right angle, Mali, Senegal. These are the Sahel countries. Nigeria is not among Sahel countries. Nigeria could never ever be. The Sahel countries over the years have been bargaining, playing games, working hard to occupy northern Nigeria. And you can see the process. They are using Islamization process, and they have, let me tell you, actually succeeded on doing that. The Sahel countries, they bought Nigeria in the past. We actually know those countries. But Igbo is a turning block to this Islamization process. That is Biafra nation. They actually know that it is Biafra that will block Islamization of Nigeria. And this time around, because of the roles played by Hausa and Yoruba because of Islam, due to their Islamic ideology, I'm telling you that Biafra can never be part of this war against terror group invasion of the northern region. Biafran people, the Igbos, are ceding away from Nigeria as soon as possible. Come what may, we've seen the kind of democracy, wind that is spreading across the United States of America, and somebody is that swift wind. His name is Donald Trumpet. Trump. Trump has come actually, and I can see our democracy going to change very soon. You know what? Tinubu is going to be pipet to Trump, and which is why failure to do the right thing, it will have no excuse. I mean, Mr. Trumpet, than to do what? Arrest Nigerian president because he was found culpable in the USA, drug traffic offense. And there's no way Trump can turn his back on justice. Trump is a truthful man, a meticulous man, a man that is so blunt that he could not spare justice an inch. He must make sure that Nigerian president face what he committed in the past in Chicago. And Trump is not somebody you can pet into believing on what he does not. Nobody can intimidate Trump. That's what I mean. So what I'm trying to say is the North should brace it up about Lukrawas, a no terror group. Their headquarters is in Sokoto State. And when terror group ever attack the caliphate of Sokoto, that it means that the whole North has collapsed. So absolute collapse of the Northern Caliphate is spelling doom for the Northern region. It is a total Islamization of the North that is on course now. And in a very, very short time, the whole North will be taken over by this terror group.
Are you surprised that this terror group you just mentioned now, though has been said that have been noticed by Asurok, it's coming from the Caliphate, the city of the Caliphate, the Sokoto, which is seen as the headquarters of the Caliphate. Is it becoming real to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to Yorubas, that Nnamdi Kano was actually right, or are they going to play politics with it again?
No, Yoruba are people, the Southwest are people I know that they always turn their back on the truth. They believe in games. There is nothing like natural truth. There's nothing like natural justice. Nothing is natural that comes from God. No.
But
The
this
Southwest, they
is
don't
obvious
believe.
now.
But to them, that is how they were nurtured in their various homes. They don't believe. They can't believe reality. They will still be playing game. Nnamdi Kanu should have been out since, because all his predictions are here. None is, has not been manifested or emanated. All of Nnamdi Kanu's predictions are here. I don't understand. This is another group that has come now, Lukrawas, is to fulfill all righteousness about Nnamdi Kanu's prophecy. And you can see it playing out the Southwest, thereby turning their back on the reality, because there are people that, if dead, you can wake them up when you make some coins to, noise of coins or noise of money or cripsy, noise of new Naira note. Yoruba man will wake up before they say the Igbo. But this time around, we've actually seen the tribe that have loved money, that has loved money to the detriment of their kinsmen, to the detriment of people's blood. Look at the kind of politics we are seeing this time around. Nigeria is stood down with hunger, bad governance, and bad government deficiency everywhere. But still, Yoruba man is busy being giving bills to import a container, 25 million. The bills, the amount it costs to import a container before is just 4 million, 3 million. Today, it is tripled 4 times, Yes, the percentage is 4 times, because it's 22 million now, 45 million, 30 million. And the Yoruba man is a customs officer in charge, Comptroller General in Nigeria. They are in charge of immigration everywhere. Yoruba man is the IG of police everywhere. Chief of General Staff is he. One dead, Lagwaja, another one replaced. The Yoruba man. They are everywhere. These people are too greedy. And they are telling you that Igbo man is the only one that is blah, blah, blah. Yoruba man has no love, single love for Igbo man. If not that we're paying our house rent here, Yoruba man shouldn't have allowed us. They shouldn't allow Igbo man to stay here. We are here because of our money. We are making use of our money. And it has played out. Look at, instead of at least doing justice for the South, when Buhari was there, he fielded everywhere with the North. Today now, the only Southerners we have in this government are the Yorubas. They have forgotten the Yoruba, forgotten Efik, forgetting the Igbo. That
Is
Igbo
that why?
is the
Is
number
that why Samuel
two.
Kubo said they are betrayed?
He's very, very annoyed with Yoruba Nation. I started to call them names, and are they saying anything about it? Ononoga is supposed to say something about it. Ononoga is just licking his wound as a coward. Ononoga, a man that attacked Igbo on August, that Igbos were the one causing trouble, causing about protests. God is punishing him. It is his own news, the next. That Ononoga is a very wicked man. He's too wicked over the Igbos. Yes, that Ononoga of a man. That is Obi, that is Igbo. The obedient, the IPOB are the one that are coming to Southwest to destroy everywhere in Lagos.
So Obi is the Trump of Nigeria.
Yes, Obi is the Trump of Nigeria. And you can see Obi now. The Trump of America has resurrected. So American Trump will come to Nigeria and make sure that Nigerian Trump will take over the mantle of leadership this time around from Jagaban. Because all we have here is the kind of democracy that thrive in Africa. The Nigerian democracy is quite different, quite distinctive from American democracy. American democracy is based on a legacy laid down by George Washington in 1776. When actually they conducted the election, George Washington won based on the fact that Washington is what? The right merited person then in 1776. And today they follow that line of believing on what the man, an ideologist, a philosopher that initiated democracy on earth, actually laid down as foundation. George Washington became a president on a platter of gold, just as like what happened last week. Americans voted for their right choice. That was since 248 years ago of democracy in America. And today, it works that way. In Nigeria here, Ghana must go democracy, Ndebia democracy, ethnic bigotry, everything is within Nigerian democracy. We don't have democracy here. So shame unto you, Nigerian politicians. Shame unto you, Nigerian political thieves, armed robbers and rogues that have rubbished the image, the legacy left by Socrates, a Greek philosopher, I think, that actually initiated democracy. We are denying his soul, we are denying his spirit, because what we are doing here, practicing here is not democracy. I'm telling you.
Okay, finally, now, looking at, still talking about the position, of the Nigerian army on the newest emergence of another sect in the north. The northern politicians who was trying to move Sharia law through the back door recently in the National Assembly, are they actually not working together with, this Islamization armed military that are rising up on daily basis, seizing communities, seizing military positions, killing Nigerian soldiers and the rest of them, with the aim to advance further? Are you not? Is it not high time Bola Ahmed Tinubu, take the right decision?
Let me tell you, my brother. You see, if Nigeria could be United States of America, the people that are sponsoring the bill of Sharia law and the Islamization of Nigeria in the upper house and lower house should be arrested. FBI should have swooped on them because they are the invitees. They are the ones that are inviting the Lukrawas, the ISWAP, the bandit and Boko Haram from Sahel, Africa, Sahel countries of Western Africa. They are the ones that are inviting them as their mercenaries to help them Islamize Nigeria. They have Islamization agenda in mind when Ottoman and Fodio succeeded on Islamizing the whole north in 18th century. And that same Islamization process is moving down to Atlantic Ocean, I mean southern Nigeria. You can see Southwest is down already. Southwest has been Islamized. Yes, you have large numbers of what? Muslims here. So there's no way you can say they have not gotten Southwest. Yoruba man is so subtle and crafty, flexible, and so on and all that. And they fell before Islamization. From the axis of Kwara down to Lagos. Even Ogun State is not spared. Can you? Kwarmo of Osun State. Almost the whole Osun State.
Yeah.
So what we are trying to say now is that it's only just Kogi, Benue, Bayelsa, River State, Edo State, Anambra, all the Igbo states, and the River State. They are the remnant, the remaining ones. And they are pushing further to make sure that everybody in Nigeria, both south and west, totally are Islamized.
Are you surprised that Israeli government recently told Nigerian government that they have information of sponsors and Boko Haram sects, of both those ones that are coming and those ones about to come? They have their data, you know, at hand. That they are trying to pass a message about the Christians in Nigeria and of course the Biafrans when the time comes.
Yeah. I'm aware of that, and you can see it with the victorious Trump, coming to at least to the limelight as the 47th United States president. Okay, so that's what I believe, and that Trump must actually fulfill that belief, that fight by Israel, because Israel is going to fight it out in collaboration with Donald Trump administration. Failure to stop these people, the evil axis are coming to infiltrate
They have
Western
proxies,
Africa.
yes.
They have their ideology, they have their, their belief at least to fulfill. The ideology is to Islamize the whole Africa. And they see West. West is always down. Yes, look at the whole Mali. Mali is an Islamic country. Look at Senegal. Senegal is a Fulani country. What about Gambia? Gambia is a Fulani country. Then you are talking about Algeria, Libya, Morocco. All these are Islamic countries. Talk about Egypt from Northern Africa. And all these countries I just named, they are not called North Africa because in their southern region of Algeria, they are black. Southern region of Libya, they are black, and so on and so forth. Even Sudan has been run over. Therefore, you see, Southern Sudan, they have succeeded on Islamizing Southern Sudan. The current war going on now in Sudan is an Islamization war, and they are trying to win. They're almost winning. So what I know is that America, Israel, they will never allow it to be like that because we have large numbers of Christians in Nigeria. Not even only in southern Nigeria, in northern Nigeria, we have larger number of Christians there than Muslims.